Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you live from Whitefish, Montana. And it is the second live of the day, and we're going to do another kit because today is the last day to get your kits on sale. So don't forget, okay? Don't forget, up to 30% off. 10, 20, or 30% off on all the kits in the kit collection. That does not include the paper pumpkin. It's all the other kits in the kit collection that come in the brown boxes. All right, so there's a huge selection. There's a few that sold out. There's a few that are currently unavailable, but they're coming back, so you won't be able to get them on sale, but you'll still be able to get them. And then they're up to 30% off. You can't beat that. And the one I'm going to show you today, I think that's a 30% off one. I didn't do the math. It's normally, let me just double check the price so I don't say it wrong. It's normally $25 and it's only $17.50 now. This is the Celebrate Today Magnetic Board Kit. It's only $17.50. I'm going to get another one. It's going to make a great gift. The one that I'm making today, the one I'm doing today, I'm altering it because it's for my son. Well, if he's watching, dude, if you don't want a surprise for Christmas, keep watching. If you do want the surprise for Christmas, don't watch this one. So I'm going to be altering this for him because he likes things differently. And the stuff that comes in it, as beautiful as it is, it's not necessarily a guy thing. All right, so I'm going to alter it to be something more tailored to my son. So I want to show you what that looks like, show you how I'm doing it, and let's have fun with it. So before I forget, today is also the last day to redeem your bonus coupons. All right, so last day today for kits on sale, kit sale, last day for redeeming your bonus coupons. I have my sticky note right here. I have some bonus coupons I still need to redeem. So I got to get that done today, right after this live, because tonight it ends at 11:59. So before the clock strikes midnight and the new month, you need to get your order in. All right, so make sure you've done that. I would hate for you to leave any $5 coupons on the table because after today, there's just no way you can use them. So make sure you do that. So let's go ahead and switch to the kit. All right, so it opens differently. So it opens like that, and then you pull this up like that, and then you have this. All right, and here again are our no-fail instructions. All right, no-fail instructions for everything that is in the kit. Here are all the ingredients, the colors that coordinate with it, and then all the no-fail instructions. So, but as you can see, you see the flowers. That's just more for a girl. So my son loves space. So we're going to turn it into spacey. He loves Star Wars, everything to do with Star Wars. And so I'm going to use the Reach for the Stars stamp set and dies. So we have our spaceship here, our astronaut, and we have some planets, but I'm not going into the planet side of things, more this part of things. And then we're going to use some of this paper. This is the Masterfully Made, oh, you know what? I think I stuck the wrong thing in there. This is not Masterfully Made. All right, hang on. This isn't Masterfully Made. Somehow I got my papers, my cardboards for my papers mixed up. This is the stars, the spacey one. So I'm looking in my catalog here. Here we go. Stargazing. I was going to say this is definitely not Masterfully Made. I wonder if my Masterfully Made paper says stargazing. Let's see. It does. It says stargazing. So we're going to take this one out. How funny is that? And I even looked at the back of this to see what colors were in it. Masterfully Made. Yeah, I didn't even catch that. It was different. So this is the Masterfully Made paper. So we're just going to switch this right here. Now this was not the planned part of the live. So we're going to put this back in here. So So then I'll have the correct papers. I have not noticed it. I even have looked at this paper to see what colors and did not even notice. There's a lot of the same colors, must be. So basic black, no. Azure afternoon. Berry burst, blackberry bliss. Yeah, I don't even know, I don't even know what happened there. All right, well, we're fixed now. So this is the stargazing paper, and you can see it's got some planets in here. It's got the stars. Let's see. And then some cool like space bubbles and more stars. And I don't remember all the terms for these kinds of things. More planets, 2 of each, more stars. Put all the stars that way. More kind of spacey bubbles and more like Milky Way kind of things, more spacey bubbles and more of that. And then here's some little stars and more of that and more little stars and more of this. Gassy sort of things. It's been a long time since I've taken an astronomy class, so I'm not sure I remember all the names of everything. So, and of course it's DSP, so it's double-sided paper, but that's not what the DSP stands for. The DSP actually stands for, hello Sharon, the DSP actually stands for Designer Series Paper, because we have someone who designs this, artists who design these papers, and they just are amazing. All right, so we're going to be using that paper. With this kit, there are 6 very strong magnets. Oh, that's not the board. Here's the board. Really strong magnets. All right, and then we have, so this is a template that I made, and we'll talk about this and I'll show you. It comes with tear and tape, and then this is one of the pockets that this makes. But again, it's kind of girly, so I didn't want to do that. And then we have the paper. So in here, it shows you how to put together the pocket and the other pocket and some of the other things and how to do the paper in the background. But again, we're not going to be using this paper, but I'm going to show you the paper. Now, I could have gone with this black polka dot paper. That would have been fine, but I really like the idea of just changing the whole theme. So my question to you was, what kind of themed decor do you have in your house? Hello, Betsaida, nice to see you on here. The conference was amazing. They treat us so wonderfully. I just love, they make me feel special, like I am special. The conference was for leaders, so the leadership that is Silver Elite or above, and that is about 3% of the demonstrators in the company. So we have here the gray and the black, and then we have the pink and the green. And none of these, I mean, I kind of like this one because I could add pops of color if I were going to do this for myself. But now you can use this paper for making cards because I'm not using it in this, so I could use it for making cards. And then what I really like about this is it's a non-stamping kit, therefore it is in other languages. It's in the 4 languages, so it comes in English, German, Dutch, and French. So here is German. I thought I had taken that out. Maybe I didn't. Or maybe I have 2. Oh, it must come with 2. All right. So then we have the Dutch, or someone sent me the extra German. I'm not sure. So we have French, Dutch, German, and then the English, which I've already started to use. And then there's another sticker sheet. There's 2 more sticker sheets like this, but again, flowers and butterflies. And although as a kid he liked flowers and butterflies, I was not going to do that for his dorm rooms because in my mind this is for the dorm room. All right, and so then I did take out these cards for giving him, or Are these the ones? Now I'm getting myself all confused. Did I? No, I took out these, although this one would work, but it's pink on the other side, but he could still use it. So I kind of went through some of these and pulled out. There's different things for making lists and things, so I kind of did that. I'm just going to kind of put those together. And then here was the other pocket, but this one is calling to me to color it. So I'm probably going to end up coloring this. And if I do, I'll show you what it looks like, but it's really calling to me to color it. All right, so here is the magnetic board, and we're going to take it out of here. I don't want to destroy that box because that's what I'm going to use to wrap it in. And I'm going to just go back here to pop this like that and take this off like this. All right, and you can see that this is magnetic. All right, that's sticking very nicely. All right, and then you have the back here. All right, and here is where, oh, that's a little crooked. Oh, what a bummer. I'll have to see if the other one that I have is crooked. Hang on, because I want to make sure that his is not, because that would be a pain. So let's see. This is a brand new kit that I have not done anything with. Oh, this one's straighter. So I'm going to swap it out with this one because I know he would be frustrated if it hung crookedly. And I'll just use this one for myself. All right. Because that's what moms do, right? We do that. All right. So Sharon, you love your magnetic board and both of your granddaughters love theirs. Yes, I bet you did do that last year for Christmas. I bet they loved it, and they're totally girly. I mean, you could make some of it boy, but really it wasn't very boyish. But I'm going to turn it into a boy thing today. Covina, hello. Nice to see you on here again. Did they change the paper? I have that on my wall. No, they did not change the paper. It came with the 4 different papers. Okay, so the 2 papers with the different side. And you could use whichever side you wanted, the black and white polka dot, the gray plaid, you have the ombre pink, and you have the 2-tone green, which this one was not thrilling to me at all. I kind of like the idea of this one, so I may end up using this one because I can give it the pop of color that I want. All right, so we're going to use this one, and here is the top piece, and we need to open this up, and you could use a tool, and I'm using my fingers and it hurts, so I would recommend maybe using a tool. All right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take, and I'm going to take this paper and put it in here, and I think, do I want it like this, or like this, like this, or like this? I feel like it should go that way. So I'm going to put it in here like this. So it goes in front of the magnetic board. All right, and then the magnetic board goes on top. Where is it? Here we go. Magnetic board goes on top. Here we go. I got this. I can do this. There we go. And now we'll push these back down. You could probably use your take your pick tool for this. It's not too difficult with the thumbs and the fingers. Okay, so there we have it. And now this is what the front of it looks like. All right. So if you didn't like the white, you could paint it black. I'm going to go ahead and leave it white because of the white stars. Okay. And now this will still stick to it. And it's not pulling the paper out because you have that securely in there. All right, so we had this, all right, and I'm going to turn it over because it's easier to see on this side. You have the score lines here, and what I did is I traced this onto a piece of the white paper, from the paper, the white background. This one was from Artfully something. And then I traced it out and cut it, and then I made sure to put the score lines in the same place. So I marked it on here where they were, and I drew it, and then this is also scored. And this way I have a template for making the little, where's my pockets? Here it is. For making the little pocket, okay? Now for his, I did not do the curvy, the scalloped edge. I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go with a straight edge for him so that he cannot say one bit that it's girly. So what I did was I traced this onto a piece of the DSP, and then I put it together. So you can see here that instead of the scallop top, I just have it straight, and it's a little bit shorter. You can see here it's just a little bit shorter because I cut off that piece. All right, but it'll still work, and it will still hold. All right, so like this. All right, that will swing, but it's not going to fall off. All right, and then once he has some cards in there or something like this, let's put some cards in there and some cards in here where he can have his lists, then it's still not going anywhere. All right, so it's still going to hang on the board, on the wall, nicely with this. Okay, so then what I did is I took one of the cards and I wanted to give him a little inspiration. So I put happiness is in the journey, and I did the little bubble stamp. All right, and I took one of the circles that was over here. It was the plain pink circle because there's pink here. I figured that worked, and then I stamped the little stars onto it like that. All right, and then I did go ahead and add the little gray and green hearts because there's green here and then there's a gray wash right there. All right, so this way there is one that he can use, that he can put over here. All right, so he can have these here. And then what I wanted to do is put something spacey. So what I want to do with you is to make this. Oh, I was going to add some background to this. That was a little spacier. Here we go. Like that. Or do I want to do this? I think I want to use the pink one. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this down onto here. And I'm discovering that I need my glasses a little more than I wish I did lately. I don't know if my eyes are tired or what. Do your eyes get tired? Do you need glasses when your eyes are tired? Sometimes I think that's what's going on with my eyes. All right, so then I'm going to put that there. Like that, and I'm going to bring out my paper trimmer and trim that up. All right, give it a little bit of a border all the way around. All right, so that has a little bit more of a border. Right, and so I'm just going to give this a little bit of a border so it's not just hanging out there on its own. All right, so there you have it, and then we can go ahead and do this like that. All right, and then it's just another piece of decoration there. So what I want to do is I want to take this paper, and I'm going to use my black and do a spaceship. And because this is a larger stamp, I'm going to use the ink pad to blot it. Blot the ink on there. Like that. And I'll stamp it down here. Like that. Oh, that did not take well enough, so we're going to try that again. I'm just going to flip that over. Sometimes you can wiggle the memento if you need to make sure you get it down in there. We'll try that again. Make sure I push evenly and firmly. I don't want to squish it too much, but I want to make sure it's all there. Oh, much better. Well, is that much better? Yeah, it's much better. All right, so done with that one, and now I want to do the same with my astronaut. He's going into cybersecurity, not necessarily space, but I was thinking, I haven't decided for sure, but I was thinking of adding an astronaut, so I thought I'd go ahead and make one. So to show you that this is definitely customizable, that's the word I'm looking for. You can customize it any way you want. Okay, so whatever theme, whatever papers you want to use, you can do that. You can change out the papers regularly. Okay, you probably used a different one. You might have used a different one. You might have used some of the other paper that you did have. Okay, but Zaida, you probably, maybe you had some paper that you really liked better, and you did. I'm thinking about that too. I like the masterfully made paper that we had used, and so I'm thinking of changing it and making it just more colorful because I like color. I like a lot of color, and I like that masterfully made. So let's go ahead and cut this like this, and then we'll go ahead and let's see, we're going to cut this off like that and cut this off like that, and that way we can put both of them in like this and like that. We need our dies. So we're going to put this one right here, and this one right here. All right. And then, oops, forgot my fire. I need my fire for my shuttle. So I'm going to use just a small piece of the yellow for this. And then I want a piece of orange or pumpkin pie, which I have here. Where is it? Here we go. Oh, see, last time I used that one. But I'm going to switch it up and use it this way this time. Slide that in, set it down, and run it through. Alright, and then we have our fire piece here like this, and our little fire piece here like that. And we have those dies. We want to put them back so we don't lose them. And we have our space shuttle like that. Oh, I got it a little bit close there. Oh, I cut it off. I might have to fussy cut that a little bit because I'm not liking how that looks. And then this one I got spot on, pretty much. So sometimes that happens. So what I'll do is I'll fussy cut a little closer on this one so it's not so much white there. So sometimes you have to just make sure that you don't get it too close. So this one, there's no white here. You know what? I think I'm going to restamp it. Going to restamp it because that's not big enough. We're going to restamp that. Here we go. Because I want the even white around it because it's going to be on that black paper. Okay, so that would be another reason. So stamp it, twist it when you want to cover everything. All right. And if you hold it down a little bit, then it gives the ink a chance to soak in, okay? So, oh yeah, much better. Much better. All right, let's go ahead and do this again. Do that. I'm going to cut off this extra white paper because I don't need it, so I don't want to run it through the machine. Oops. Put this here, and I want to make sure, and anytime you want to make sure that you've got it in the right spot and that it stays there, you can also grab a little post-it note or the post-it tape, which I have not been able to find in my store, so I'm going to have to get it online. And you can just do that and it will hold it in place. Then take your other one, go across there, put it down, and then you'll see that it's going to be a much better cutting job than before. So there we go. It's a lot more even all the way around than on this one. Okay, so you can see that difference there. All right, so get this out of the way. All right, let's bring back our magnetic board. All right, let's put together our fire, our flames. All right. So I like to, when things are this small, I like to use my trusty scissors. And I want to put a little bit of glue here and there. All right. And then glue that right there. So the other time I did it, I did this in blue, and then I did the reverse. I did the yellow and the orange in reverse. So that's going to be glued underneath. So I'm going to put a dab of glue over here, I think. There we go. Underneath. And I'm just going to lay this on top of it like that. That way it will stick. All right. Okay, so there's that. Any of you like space? Do you like space? I love space. I don't know if I need him. And I almost feel like this should go right here. Happiness is in the journey. What do you think? What do you think of that? Does that look good there? Should my spaceship go here instead? I kind of feel like it should. Or do we want... No, the astronaut's kind of big for that. Let's see what else. I have another one. Where is it? Oh. If I had a star for every time you brighten my day, I'd have an entire galaxy. And then this one is Reach for the Stars. All right. So we have these, but they just don't quite go with it. Lebe, lache, liebe, that means live, laugh, love. Okay, but, and this one, I like this one, Der Weg ist das Ziel. The way is the goal instead of so it's kind of like the journey. Happiness is in the journey instead of celebrate today. So I think I'm kind of done with these. What do you think? Should we use this? Should we use that one right here? I kind of like that. I'm not sure I want just a loose piece because I think it would get lost, and I don't want to glue it down so that he can move things how he wants. But I think we're going to use, let's see, where do we want those? So we could do it here, here. All right, so I know I'm covering up the hearts, but it's okay. I think this will be better. Yeah, because the journey, can take a journey on a spaceship. That would be so cool. I think it would be cool. All right, there we go. Like that. That works. All right. And then I need to pull these cards out now because I think there was one on there that I wanted to use. So I don't want the flowery stuff. So this kind of stuff he could probably use, but that has the flowers on the back. So I wasn't going to give him anything with flowers on it. He doesn't mind pink, so that would be okay. He actually likes pink. That would be okay. He can write on those. You can just make notes on those. Here, this was the one I was debating on whether that would... Ooh. Let's see. If I had... I think that would fit. All right, so we're going to do that, and I'm going to do it in the Berry Burst because I love Berry Burst. And that way it'll stand out a little bit more. Let's see if I can get this perfectly lined up. All right. I don't want to smush hard, but I want it to kind of soak in. Oh, that worked perfectly, perfectly. All right, so what I need then is some galaxy paper to put with it. All right, I think I could totally do that. So I'm going to cover this up with the galaxy paper. I think, maybe not. We have these. What are these? These just emboss. That's not going to be. Then we have these stars that would cut out. I didn't think this part through, but I kind of feel like it needs to be star paper, not necessarily this. But we could just do a line of it across there. That would work. All right, so this is 3 inches. So if I cut this to 3 inches, and then I cut this part at 2 inches, we could put that. Oh, that almost covers it perfectly. I didn't even measure that. All right. And then could use this top part here. So let's go ahead and measure it now, because now we're doing it. This is 7/8 of an inch by 3 inches. Or do we just use, hold on. We have this. And I can just trim that off. There we go. I think we'll just use this because it's already cut. And it's 7/8 of an inch. 7/8, let me make sure. Yep. 7/8 of an inch. And it still has a little bit of the pink in there. Like that, and then I'll just trim this bottom part off. That works beautifully. There we go. All right, I don't quite have, I want it to go all the way to the edge. So we want to make sure that we've got enough on here, because you don't want it coming off, right? All right, so there's that. And then we'll have this one. And so I want to do the same with this. Make sure it goes all the way to the edge. Like this. All right. Okay, so we're going to flip this over, and we've got this edge going up to here. We want that, and then I'm just going to trim off that little bit of the gray, gray strip right there. And then we've got this. If I had a star for every time you brighten my day, I'd have an entire galaxy. So that works perfectly. Here's another one that we could use that for. And then he can keep things in there, however, but it gives him also something. Let's see. I wonder if this is where we could put him. I think he would go right there. What do you think? Should we use the astronaut? Let me know. What do you think, Sharon, Covina, Betsaida? Should we use the astronaut or not use the astronaut? I mean, that's not really a Star Wars guy, but you know, it's just kind of a spacey. Let's see. I think that would work. Yeah, I think so too. All right, so we'll put him on these as well. All right, let's make sure I got it right there. So it needs to be over here and over here. Don't want them to sag, so we're going to put one in the middle, because we don't even want a saggy astronaut. What fun would that be, right? And then I think I'm going to take a mini and put it on his hand. All right. And it doesn't show. All right, so this is how, and then he's got two extras that he can do whatever with. So I would be inclined to put these over here. And then what I'll do is I'll put these little lists. So here's a list thing. He can do lists on here. He can do a list on here. And so anytime he needs to write himself a little note or something, he can use any of these list papers. And none of them have flowers. So put the gray ones over there. We'll put these right here like this. You can even do it crossways like that. And then we could put these ones right here. And now we've got a completed board. So he has, we'll put this up here, this one over here, and then he could have his little extra ones down here to use if there's something else that he needs. But he's got such a huge computer screen that the bulletin board that comes with the desk in the dorm is covered. He can't see past it. So he could have this next to his desk, and that way he could still have his reminders. It's still spacey, and it's all ready to go for a Christmas present. So I'll just take everything apart. In other words, take the clips off, put them back on here, and then I'll put it back in the box so that when he unwraps it at Christmas time, no way, no sagging. Yeah, right? No sagging. We don't want a saggy astronaut. No way. No way. Or a saggy, whatchamacallit, space shuttle. So cute. That totally works. I could do this one up here too and this one down here. Either way, they work. He can decide for himself. If he doesn't like it open like this, he could even just choose to hold it like that. The choice is his. All right, so nice fun way to change it up, right? I mean, you could totally have all the girly girl stuff, the flowers and the colors and the hearts and everything like that, or you can use whatever paper you want. So I'm leaning towards having this paper. I really love this paper right here. I think it is amazing. And I think what amazes me the most is it's torn paper, all laid out like this and then photographed. All right, but each flower is torn paper put together. Each stem and leaf and everything, that's torn paper all put together. So I'm thinking I would like to have this for my background. If we had a June bug or / ladybug paper, you know that would be the one I'm using, but I really love this one. So I would probably use that, and then I would be inclined to use this stuff. Could be made for using cards. You could make cards with these papers. Don't just leave them unused. You could totally make cards, eek, out of these papers. All right, so that is the magnetic Celebrate Today magnetic board kit. And this is how you can change it into something different if you want. Isn't it awesome? We can make it whatever we want it to be. And I think that's one of the things I love the most is the fact, hold on, got a hair, there we go. I love the fact that you can make pretty much all of these kits into whatever you need them to be. They don't have to be just what they come in and as they are designed by the artists. You can make them anything you want to be. You can add things. You can use just what's in the kit. Whatever your heart desires, that's what you can do. As I always say, your imagination is your only limitation. So if you can dream something else out of any of these kits, dream it, do it, make it, and then let me know, because I'm always curious what other people do. But this will be a great Christmas gift. You can give the kit as is to somebody and see what they do with it, or you can put it together and make it for them. Just remember, a great idea, especially if you think you might want to change it, you might even want to change it seasonally. Make sure you make one template before you fold them all up, so that you have this and you can make future ones. All right, so yes, I did fussy cut that so that it was scalloped. And when I do my own, I'll do the same thing. I'll make it scalloped. All right, so that it looks like that on top versus the straight edge that I did for him. All right, everybody, so have a great evening. Remember, the link is below if you want to get some of these kits before they go off sale. All right, so tomorrow they won't be on sale anymore. You can still get them, but they won't be on sale. 10, 20, or 30% off. So make sure you do that. I'm going to go place my order and then have a quiet evening and get to bed, because I teach tomorrow morning bright and early. So have a great rest of your day. I have card club all day tomorrow, so there won't be any lives tomorrow. And then starting on Sunday, I will be taking apart this room and reorganizing and rearranging it. So you're going to see something different behind me in the future. So next week will not be any lives. I know, I'm sad too, and I know I've missed a lot of lives, but with all the rearranging, I have to take everything out of the room, rearrange the furniture, and then bring everything back in, and I need next week to do it. So I will put up some more homework. We're going to extend the homework to the 11th of September, and on the 11th of September, I will be doing the drawing, and I'm going to give away 2 stamp sets. So I said yesterday I was giving away the botanical layers. I'm also going to give away, where is it? There it is. The sketched plaid. I haven't played with this one yet. So I'm going to give away 2 stamp sets to those folks who do the homework. You got to do the homework though. So make sure you go back. You've got time. There's 4 or 5 up. I put another one up yesterday, so make sure you do that. And before next week, there'll be a couple more. So we'll do a total of 7. So I'm going to do 2 more. We'll do a total of 7 homeworks, and then there's some participation posts as well. So make sure you get onto the page, the actual page, and look and see what else there are. If you're on Facebook right now, all you have to do is click on my little circle, and that will take you over to Junebug Creations, and then you can see the other posts. So make sure you do the participation posts where they ask a question or something, and then the ones that say homework as well. And you will get into the drawing, and I'm giving away 2 stamp sets. One is the botanical layers, and the other one is the sketched plaid. All right, so if you want these sets, do the homework and get in the drawings. And on September 11th, I will be doing the drawing, finding the names of everyone who participated and posted their parts, their homework, and you'll go into a drawing for these stamp sets. You can only win one of them. So if your name gets drawn for the second one, then you will be out. You can only win one. Let's try and spread the love, right? All right, so use the Junebug Builder Punch. I could make some Junebugs to go on that flowery paper, couldn't I? That would be super fun. I'll have to consider that. But right now, I'm so excited to rearrange this room. I'm having a hard time focusing on anything else. My mother-in-law made me a little map of the room, shall I say, on grid paper, and then made little pieces of furniture so that I could lay it out to make sure. We're going to have to cut the end of one of my counters, but I think it's going to work beautifully, and then we're just going to be moving things around. So what you see behind me now, you won't see behind me when I'm back on the 11th. So I'll be working my tail off next week, teaching in the mornings, and then working in here all day getting it set up. I can't start until Sunday because we have family coming on Saturday. So yeah, but I'm excited. So I'll see those of you in Card Club at Card Club, and the rest of you I will see back here on September 11th. Make sure you get your homework in, and I'll see you next time. Have a great one. Bye-bye.